For students pursuing a college degree, it is important to be aware of the power breakdown in higher education institutions. It is also important to know how your professors are evaluated. The complexity will change from school to school depending on its size and titles for staff. For example, a large university, like West Virginia University, will have the provost office split up into several departments. On the other hand, smaller schools will have less programs and smaller programs, so the provost at those schools would have a different organization. Either way, it is vital for you to understand the systems of organizations at the school you attend. Today, I will go over a simplified breakdown of power at West Virginia University and how your professors are held accountable. This diagram shows a direct line of responsibility and authority from provost to students. Starting off, I want to again state this is overly simplified. The office of the provost is headed by the provost, but responsibilities are delegated over a dozen assistant and associate provosts. After the office of the provost, there are the deans of the individual colleges. These colleges are split into departments. The department chairs head their respective departments and work under the college deans. The next step down are professors. They're the people who you'll interact with the most. Tenured professors are thought to be the most experienced, and it works its way down to teaching assistants. Teaching assistants will report to the specific professors they work under. Students are at the bottom. Even though students are at the bottom of this hierarchy, it doesn't mean that we don't have power or will be taken advantage of. There are some abstract protections that students have. For example, for every class you will get a syllabus. These syllabi outline expectations or guidelines for how the class will be run. It is, to my understanding, that professors have a contradictory freedom to run their class how they please while meeting different and obscure guidelines depending on the class, department, and college. Still, read your syllabus for each class and use it to hold your professors as well as yourself accountable. If a professor heavily deviates from the syllabus and it hurts your grade, petition it to the provost office. It is one of the ways your professors are held accountable. Professors are also held accountable by how they are evaluated. They're evaluated by their involvement in the community, by their class fail rates, and even by other professors. These give students some protections from having poorly performing professors. These systems of evaluation of faculty and staff at the university go on up to the provost. The provost is held accountable by committees of other employees of the institution. At the end of the day, though, they are held accountable by the students. They want to incentivize students to attend their school. That's how they make money. I encourage you to use that to your advantage. Familiarize yourself with your syllabi and the hierarchy of power at West Virginia University. You will be expected to meet a variety of expectations as a student. Make sure the people holding you accountable to those expectations are also being held to the expectations set upon them. It is too often that I hear students getting slighted because they didn't stand up for themselves. Don't let that be you.